The Alaska cruise to Alaska LA School of Comedy is what we're doing soon. I'm gonna be host. What am I gonna? I'm gonna be leading. I'm gonna be leading food tours in Hollywood and doing comedy. So if you know maybe an elderly person who needs company or some tourists, just send them my way.
Know some tourists.
Huh? The cameras are what?
I don't know. I'm not having camera 1, 2, 3.
Oh, okay. Ryan, you can go help out. Okay. Oh, let's shout out Doug. Give it up for Doug. Doug Ferguson. We met Doug through 360 Studios, which is a media company, and they have a amazing venue in Beverly Hills. We just had a show there actually last night, so that was amazing. I had the beautiful opportunity to host. It was a great time. My mom saw me perform for the first time. It was really hilarious. Let's give it up for Ryan Benson, running all of our social media here tonight. I want to shout out CC Trezor, another new member of the. Why am I staring right at you? I don't know. Another member. It's the hat. Another member of the LAFC family. Yeah, we're a great time here. We're here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Today's a Manic Monday. I did stop taking my meds. Thanks for asking. And no, actually I can say that, I'm not like your pilot, like I'm your open mic host. Like I'm not your like surgeon. Like I feel like right now, I feel like if I go to an open mic and like the host is medicated and not wearing a hat like this, I'm like, what am I in this city for? What am I in this city for? I was talking to my psychiatrist. I was like, yeah, I think it's time. I just want to see. I'm doing pretty great. I'm famous.
Cable.
Oh, the cable. What about it?
Okay, that's working.
Yeah, it's working. Doug. We're good. Give it up for Doug. Give it up for Doug. What was I gonna say? I was gonna make a joke about men interrupting me, but I love Doug so much. I just do. I can't even make a joke. No, I am a woman. I do. I live in West Hollywood, and I love it so much. I went out last night, and I just like I'm like growing into Sunda. Like I don't know. It's like a Cinderella story. Like but I'm like turning into Sunda. Like I'm like I don't turn back into a pumpkin, which is I'm the pumpkin. There's so many metaphors. No, but everybody I would walk up to, I was like, what do you do? Like, anything they would do, I would be like, I'm a comedian, like, it made sense. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, I'm a dancer. I was like, oh, I'm a comedian. Like, what does that mean? I'm an electrician. Oh, I'm a comedian. I got a job for you. I lost my phone in the bathroom. And then this guy who worked there, he was like, I was like, I can't find my phone. And he was like, what kind of iPhone is it? And I felt like I was, like the paramedic was like asking me like who the president was. I was like supposed to know. And I was like, I have no idea, like, because this is my old phone because I lost my phone somewhere else kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like you're asking like the wrong. Like I understood where he was coming from. Like what kind of phone is it? And I'm like iPhone. Like come on. Like I don't know. I'll put my password in. I'm really good at losing stuff. And by that I just mean like one time I had my credit card in my pocket, and I was like walking somewhere, and then I got to somewhere I was going. Credit card not in my pocket anymore, and I was like, oh my god, that's bad. And then I was walking back home, and I see this old lady with like a flashlight and something in her hand, and I was like, it was my credit card. Did that make you feel good? A little bit. Did you feel like that like really like it was one of the best moments of my life? And I started telling her, I was like, it was just my birthday, and she just started walking away. Which like I understand, like not all girls are, like girls. I mean she looked like a lesbian, but she didn't seem like a like a girl. I live in West Hollywood. I remember I was out last night and I was with my friend, and she's a lesbian, I'm queer, and that's a word that actually upsets gay and straight people just the same, because it gets bisexual people really upset. I just don't really like that word, you know what I mean? Say it too many times, just saying bicycle. It's just like, that's not like, I just think, if I'm picking a word for me, you know what I mean? If it's me having the conversation with my parents, like, allow me to make it the most confusing for them that I would like to, I remember I shaved my head, and my dad was like, so you're a lesbian now. You're a lesbian now. Just immediately, it's like, I don't know. That's what I did that the first, because, obviously my name's Sam, but when you add, like, shaved head Sam, like, when you have that, like, almost alliteration, like, that will really help you, like, week 1 into college during COVID, I'll end it with this. So my mom was at the, why are you laughing? Because you don't think I'm gonna end it? What? Yeah, what? I will circumcise this perfectly. Do you know that in the Jewish culture there's a man whose job is that, and it's called the moil? And so I'm being serious. And I was at my cousin's, like my cousin had a baby, so another cousin, so it's like one more cousin. I was at his bris at the circumcision ceremony. I was master of ceremony. I was actually doing this at my baby cousin's circumcision last week. So you guys could only be so lucky to be experiencing this right now, clothed. No. But they say no. Okay. Anyways, but the baby was crying, and then the moil looks at everybody and he goes, and the dad was a prior too, and everyone starts laughing. I'm like, that is crazy. Like, that's that man's job. Like, I hope they do really good interview. Like, it was just so silly to me. Okay, I'm Sam. I'm from LA. That was a little bit about me. Who is ready to get this night started? It's the Chiefs, and we got and the football's in the air. He's mad. He's mad at the coach. No. I am so excited to bring up this comedian. She has no idea I'm bringing her up right now, let alone first. But I haven't seen her perform in way too long. Cece, will you just give me something, please?
I got you.
Yes! Give it up for Cece, everybody! Cece.
How's it going, everybody? It's funny when people say, like, musicians aren't gonna make money. Or, like, it's, like, hard to be, like, someone in music. I'm like, oh, you mean the thing that everybody listens to ever, all the time? I actually think maybe it's easier than you think. Maybe. Coming from a musician who has not yet made it. But, I was talking today with my mom, and I was telling her about Hollywood. We were discussing it, and I was feeling kind of sad, because you know how Hollywood is sometimes. But then we were talking, we were like, there's good people in Hollywood. And she was like, yeah, like John Krasinski. He's a really good guy. I was like, that's such an interesting choice of, like, who you leapt to on who's a good guy. Really? I don't know. You know something that's not getting canceled? AI. You will never find AI getting canceled. I don't know if you guys have, like, tried to type in anything inappropriate into AI, but it's not going to do it. It's not going to use slurs. It's not going to go there. It's really uncancelable AI. What if we call our toes feet fingers? Could you imagine? Oh, I gotta get my feet fingers out. Nope, you guys can't imagine. My guy friend, who did not happen to have a vagina, he asked me, when you have a UTI, do you just, like, put, like, a UTI pill up there?
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, wouldn't that be great if you could just do that? That's hilarious. Anyone else here past the strip club called Plan B? On the way? That's silly. That's a funny name. I like that name a lot. There's like strip clubs have really funny names and I fuck with it, you know? Guys, you get treated really different when you have long blonde hair. I don't know if you guys would know. You guys wouldn't get it, but that was pretty crazy today. Sam knows because you shaved your head, so you know the difference. Yeah. When the wig's off and I look non-binary, it's different. This is my impression of Super Bowl Sunday. All right. All right, down the first half, we got the 49ers, we got the second half, we got to get down the third half, we got to go. That is what happened. That was all Sunday. Thank you. I'm really good at sports. Guys who drive Mustangs are really nice, I think. Okay, no one here drive Mustang. Anyone here you take offense to that? It's funny because when you guys drive Mustangs, real loud, you know. You always hear everywhere. It's a Mustang every time. Really nice guy. Hello, hi, welcome in. You know what are like funny? You know what's funny? I bet you guys are wondering. I like compliments. Hello, you can sit. Go on in, go, walk along, choose a chair, any chair. Okay, stick. I have comments like, one person, she was like, yeah, she's attractive in an interesting way. And I thought that's a really, but it's not a compliment at the end of the day, you know what I mean? But can you imagine if someone was like, yeah, they're attractive in like a very, very unique way, in a very interesting way I haven't seen before. Is anyone else's dog rude when you're high? Is anyone else's dog like really look down on you and your life choices? And it's kind of like, fuck you, alright? Because I bet you get high, alright? You eat the whipped cream and I bet you get a really good sugar high, okay? And I think you fucking live for that, alright? So we're the same here. My dog does not like when you tell her that you're going to eat her. You tell her, oh, I'm going to eat you. And she's like, what the fuck did you just say? What the fuck did you do? Why would you say that? What the fuck? Bro, I'm not saying, I'm going to eat you out here. What the fuck? And that's all I got, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Colin, come in, sit down, join us.
Colin, come in, sit down, join us.
Have a seat.
Colin, sit. Colin, sit down. Oh. Nobody else is going to say. I thought we were all going to start saying. Join us. You came at a great time because we are ready for our next comedian of the night. I love this guy. He gives us his time and his gifts and his comedy, and you're lucky to see him here tonight. The Bobby fucking Peterson, everybody. Let's do it. And just Russell for Las Vegas.
That's not actually part of the bit. I brought stuff in it. It's just, yeah. Shit happens. I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry. My brain broke. I just worked a double yesterday while everyone was enjoying themselves. Fuck you. Bobby fucking Peterson. Got some notes and shit right here. Oh yeah, okay, so I wanted to do some stuff about Dracula. So here's my impersonation of gay Dracula. I want to suck your dick. So this is Dracula trying to lose weight. You know, I've been exercising and I'm on a low blood sugar diet. Sorry, I was sitting in my car high today, and then this came up. Like, fat vampires, they take like type O Ozempic, which it's basically just AIDS blood. Yeah. Turn it around on you. And then there was one more thing about, oh yeah, so like Dracula's like, let's just say he's like about to come and he's like, oh, I'm going to eat Dracula.
I love the Dracula guy.
I had to do, yeah, I had to, I'm sorry. Sweet. Keep laughing until I get organized. Alright.
That's organized.
Let's see. I'm Bobby fucking Peterson. As I said before, I am a 185-pound tumor with complex tumor, with a thought process. Society has a Bobby fucking Peterson disorder. Here's a book I wrote. And it holds the record for first ever record book to be titled Bobby fucking Peterson's Book of Unrecords. It's like, why does everything have to be a fucking first? Like, the first three-nippled Jamaican from the Netherlands to run 2 miles in Arizona. I don't know. You know, just everybody's getting, I don't know, first this and that. Fuck it. I have to think it out more. Gray Savior Complex. One alien's quest to save humanity. That's kind of based on, I'm a self-diagnosed alien. kind of just don't fit in with society, kind of feel like an outsider. But I want humanity to like thrive. I'm gonna try and get last with this one again. I've only got one so far. Crystal Kung Fu, accelerated coordination and rhythm training with meth and nunchucks, based on a true story. I had bad coordination, and then I got nunchucks, and I did some meth, and like I started like, damn, it's okay. This one is my lips are sealed. How the Y chromosome influenced my in utero transition. It basically talks about like the differences between men and women. Like women are more talkative than men naturally. It shows in our external genitalia. The scrotum is just a pair of pussy lips that learn to keep itself shut. All right. This one is the Worldview Management Agency Directory. Finding the right people to monitor your beliefs is important. We made finding them unbelievably easy. Looking for like a political party, a religion, to kind of tell you how you should believe stuff. Maybe a hate group. They're all listed in here. It's like yeah. Find all the answers. Okay, this one ain't buffering around. I'm gonna check in with you guys. How are we doing? All right. Yeah. It's a lot of reading. Okay. Ain't buffering around. When I'm away, the NPCs play. A self-aware solipsis considers the absurd. All right. Solipsis is like someone who views the world like they're the center of the universe. Learning. Okay. I have other speaking services and stuff. You can hire me as Bobifa King Peterson, male feminist. Don't call me bro. You can call me bra. It says I'm a dude, but I support titties. I'm also an anti-social justice warrior, desensitivity training specialist, and a disillusionist. Hire me for your parties. I'm a conscientious objector to reality and other social constructs. Sweet. Here's another book. Apes Doing a Bit. Method Caveman Cosplay Gone Awry. How improv is to blame for all our problems. Basically, like, about how, like, some cavemen were just sitting around one day, maybe picked up a turtle shell, put it on their head, and they're like, look at me. And then everyone was like, oh, me too, look at me. And here we are. Yeah. All right. Bringing arguments to knife fights. How being really smart can make you really stupid. That's just basically like, yeah, I'm afraid of saying the wrong thing to people because I'll try and argue with my way out of it and probably get killed. That's based on my fears. This one, I just have delusions of hope. I thought you should know. Here's one I'm working on. Still, so, was your family murdered? Does getting vengeance get in the way of finding love again? Do South American drug lords and Slavic sex traffickers take up all your time? A lone wolf's dating app. For the, I don't know, I'm working on it. It's like a dating app for like action heroes and shit. You know, your dog got killed. You don't have time to date when you're trying to get payback. So, all right, too much explanation. These are the good ones that people seem to like. So, cult recruiting and team building for hobbyists. You know, that's for like the beginner, and then for if you're really into it, you can move up to conning friends and accumulating lovers. Transform your narcissism into a lucrative career as a prophet and secure your legacy through apotheosis. Apotheosis is basically when a man achieves godhood. I learned it from a Dan Brown novel. They were talking about a painting called The Apotheosis of George Washington. It's him ascending to godliness or something. So that's how I learned that. I'm an autodidact and a information sponge. I learned just from walking around. Okay. This one was picked up by Long Pig Publishing. Alright. People can be shit, but first you gotta eat them. How to catch, clean, and cook your way to immortality and a leaner physique on a cannibal's budget. Foreword by Armie Hammer. Alright, these books are, yeah. I got 2 minutes. Let's see. What have I been thinking about? Dysmorphia. Women can be painful, it can be hurtful. I don't have a fat dick, I'm just big bonered. Okay? You know, you try like vertical stripe boxers and stuff. Black condoms, make it slim. That doesn't work, it just makes it look bigger. I don't know, you just keep saying it to me. Your cock is so fat. I'm like, I tried to exercise it. I tried to diet. I lose weight, my dick just looks fatter. God damn it, woman. Alright. I was just trying to kill time. So, thank you. I'm Bobby fucking Peterson. At Bobby fucking Peterson.
If you can get off stage without messing with this mic, like, nobody's got an excuse. That was clean. That was a clean cleanup. Give it up for Bobby fucking Peterson, everybody. I love that. I forget who said it, but somebody was like, is there anything in there? And he opens it up and it's full of stuff. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. It's just, we're even seeing the titles. You know I'm your biggest fan on Goodreads, right? That's me.
No, but I'll,
That was me, yeah. Okay, I'm excited. This guy's back. I haven't seen him in a minute. Give it up for the comedy of Brennan Weeks, everybody!
How you guys doing?
yeah.
Alright. Okay. So I am shooting my special in about 3 weeks. That no one asked for. No one asked for it. I'm going to do it myself because I feel I need to timestamp my life. I need to stop living my life as a bit. That's where I'm at right now. I've just been yes-anding too many things. And the first thing is that I got into a dance battle with my girlfriend's husband. And that was weird. That's weird, right? Like just thinking about the logistics of who's going to win that one. But of course I won, but now their marriage is on the rocks. And so I don't know. Yeah. There's going to be a pun there somewhere. I'm going to put a pun right there. He got served divorce papers. Right? Okay, there we go. There we go. That's what I wanted to say. Got it. Second thing is that I found myself jerking off square into the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. And that is, okay, I see you're confused. Okay, so I'll explain. I've been in between jobs lately. And you go to Craigslist when you're in between jobs, right? You guys do that. You just give it up to Craigslist for... I didn't want to do that. Craigslist, you find a lot of different odd jobs. And I found one for a fertility clinic. Okay? Fertility clinic. And, yep, they are offering $75. $75 to come in and drop off a cup of your semen. Okay? I don't know how much semen, how many times you gotta jerk off to fill up a cup for semen, but I was very skeptical about this ad. So I obviously applied for it. Right? I have to see what this is about. And so I show up, right? They send you the cups in the mail. And you bring the cups to this address that they just put out in an email. And I jerked off into the cup, and I brought it to said address. Turns out It is just a house. It is just a house in the valley. I show up to this house in the valley. On the front porch of this house, there's just a sign on an easel, a painter's easel, that just says, "Yo, fertility clinics." And so I walk in there, and it's a bunch of people, all right? It kind of looks like a doctor's office, kind of, in parentheses, in quotes. And I get in there, and everyone's wearing lab coats with jeans. It says a lot about the level of health care that this place is providing. And then they sit you down in front of a little machine in the garage. It's a garage. I have all of this on film. I'll post it at some point. You guys can watch. And you sit in this little desk, and then you put your own semen into a microscope. Turns out this is actually, whole thing is just for a device that they're testing, and they need FDA trials. So they put this out on Craigslist for a random group of people to show up and drop off the semen in order to make sure that this particular device works. And they paid me $75 to do that.
Wow.
So yeah. Everybody wants the link, let me know. They're literally selling it for cups of cum. Now, here we go. I finished the test. I find out I have a very low sperm count. Good for me. Right? Good for me. Not trying to have any right now. Don't think I need any. I don't want this shirt to turn out to be true. All right? All right. Thank you. Did not do that for the bit. Okay, so I end up getting really good in with the owner of this company, and she offers me 2 more cups to show up next week. So obviously it's $150, 2 cups, might as well make that money. I show up to the next address. It's in Redondo Beach. It's actually at a healthcare clinic, surprisingly, and I go in there and I talk to the owner again. And she's there just doing the thing, and like I, give her my sample. And we're sitting on a couch, and I go, yeah, my partner is worried that you guys are taking my semen and like creating some like weird bio babies or something. I'm like, can you tell me a little bit more about the company? This is 3 weeks. I've not asked a single fucking question. I have not asked a question. And she goes, that's really funny that people say that because we're an Israeli company. I was like, oh. It's track record. But at the same time, she was like, oh man. She said that her grandson was killed on October 7th. All right, and that was very sobering. And I sat there and I held space for her. Now, don't crack. She tells me this in full somberness. And I just look at her and I go, I am really sorry for your loss. And she's like, oh yeah. And she starts jiggling my cup of cum. And she's like, oh, I have your $75 right here. And then just gives me that. And I just feel like I felt so deeply for this woman in that 1 second that I forgot my entire stance on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. And I was just fine. I just wanted to hold space for that moment because now I am 1 degree away from it. Okay. Let's move on to the next bit. I don't respect bicycle cops. I'm not even gonna say quite bicycle cops, right? I just don't respect bicycle cops. For instance, what does a high-speed chase look like with the bicycle cops? Let's start there. Secondly, what happens if they kill someone? Right? What happens if they shoot someone in the street? Like, what if you were on the receiving end of that, right? What happens if they killed you, right? You got shot by a bicycle cop, right? What happens if your family members swore vengeance on bicycle cops? Like, we had one particular family member who was just real off, right? What happens if he starts just attacking bicycles in general, right? What happens if he's just out there putting sticks and spokes? Right? What happens if you get him so good at it, they give him a nickname, right? He becomes the spokesman, right? What happens if he starts terrorizing all bicycle-related events, right? Like, carnage here at the Tour de France, right? Some man kicked the lead bicycle. It's a mess. It's a vicious bicycle of life. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. That was a lot to get there. That was a lot to get there. I'm sorry. I haven't worked this out, but have you ever been fired from a job? Thank you.
Yeah.
You guys have been fired from a job? You ever hate that last meeting, getting fired from a job? Like that last when they sit you down and they're like, it just doesn't look like our core values align or something like that. Like, you know, it's always got to be some weird passive-aggressive excuse just to like let you down. That last phone call, that last email, right? So sorry it didn't work out. You can't get your stuff back. Or, you know, all that shit. Does anybody else just have visions of whatever thing they were going to do, right? Like, do you ever have those? Like, what would you do in those meetings? Like, the, you know, the shower bit at the end. Like, oh, I wish I should have said something, right? Nope. For me, it's immediately ripping their head off and skull fucking them. Is anybody is just for an employer? If you just have that in your mind, it's just fucking terrible.
What are they gonna call you?
Don't.
Not after that.
Give it up for Brandon Weeks, everybody. Yes. He's special. That's exciting, dude. That's special. What was I gonna say about something you said? I don't know. I'm trying to be like witty and like cool. Like, it's the hat. You know what I mean? You walked in, you're like, oh my god, Sam's wearing a hat. Why did I show up so early? You came so early this time. I'm so glad. Anyways, speaking of meds, I don't need an Addy. One, because my psychiatrist was like, you really don't need an Addy. You know what I mean? You have Strattera. Two, because I and all of you have the pleasure of receiving the comedy of Patty! Of Patty, everybody!
Keep it going for Patty. Come on,
Patty.
all of you. Ow.
Hey! All right, that's enough. That's enough. Well, I don't think any night here at the LA School of Comedy is complete without a skull fucking reference. And it made me think, what does my haircut say about me? Apparently it says I'm a lesbian. But many of you are thinking, Patty, why this severe hairstyle? And I'm going to share with you, it's partly good news. My agent got me on audition for a biopic, and I actually got the part. I will be playing Sinead O'Connor's slightly less masculine brother, Seamus O'Connor. Seamus O'Connor, and it's very ironic, and I'm going to share with you why. My mother, her maiden name is O'Connor. And she is of the O'Connor clan with a C, not a K. Very
Oh my god.
from the same area in Ireland where Sinead O'Connor hails from. Now, O'Connor is derivative of the Gaelic O'Connic, which loosely translated means a sassy bunch of cunts. Now, listen, that's true. You can look that up on your Google machines. So I just want to say something, because that word is a bit offensive, I know, in this country. But this gentleman here will attest to the fact that over the pond, it is a minor league swear word. It is a word that can be both a slur and a term of endearment. There's a word used in this country, but I won't get into it. That is very similar in that way. I'm not qualified to explore, but that is fine. So what my point is that word in itself warms the cockles of my heart. Because I remember my dear grandma, she said to me on my first year of sobriety anniversary, she looked at me and said, I loved her so much, and she looked me right in the eye and she said, Patty, don't be a fucking little cunt, have a drink. I miss her. I loved her a great deal, is what I'm trying to say, but it was a different, I was born in the most violent city on earth at the time. Belfast, Ireland. There were 20 bombings in a single fucking day. So we really didn't worry about words a whole lot. I remember my mother, there were so many bombings, she looked forward to the gunfire. She'd say, now Paddy, don't be a wee little queer cunt. Get out there and play with the lads. It's only gunfire. My mom, she was her mother's daughter, that's for sure. And I miss her. You know, ironically, my uncle was killed by an Irish car bomb, which is very ironic because that was his favorite drink. Okay! But my mom, she died recently. Either that or she just hasn't spoken to me in about 18 months. Which, if you knew her, you would not find at all unusual. She had a borderline personality without a real defined border. You know, it's like U.S. immigration policy in a way. But once again, I'm not qualified to go into that subject. I'm not qualified. But I will say that I do know she had passed because I remember the last time I saw her. She was smoking in the cancer ward. And that's true. That's true. And she said to me, she said, Paddy, these were her last words to me. She said, Paddy, you know, the way people treat you when they think you have cancer and the way people treat you when they want to fuck your sister are exactly the same. It's true. Fucking true. And my mother, I love her. I still love her. I wouldn't have wanted any other mother. But there were things. Like my mother, there were many things. But she loved having my hair real long, you know, as a child. And I would constantly be misgendered. I was a pretty child. And people would say, oh, what a beautiful little girl. And I would say, I'm not a girl! I'm a boy! That's why I can kind of relate to trans people. Because to be called something that you feel in your heart you're not over and over again is hurtful. Does that make sense? Yeah. And I remember my mother would make me go to the ladies' room with her, and I would say, Mommy, I'm a boy! I'm not a girl! I want to use the boys' toilet! And she'd say, shut up, Patty, and pull your skirt down. I can see your panties. What I'm trying to say is she was a different type of mom. But I will not have it any other way. She once locked me in a closet for 3 days and told me not to come out till I was pretty. True story. But I loved her. She was my mom. And towards the end of her life, her favorite thing to do is she just loved to walk up to random people, anybody, and just say, I voted for Obama. She just liked to get shut up, Mom. You don't need to fucking tell the waitress. The waitress doesn't care that you voted for Obama. And the sad, twisted part was she never voted for Obama. She just liked to say that to people because to see the look in their face. My mom would have never fucking voted for Barack Obama. She was an immigrant, a very strict Catholic, and a devout racist. I have to tell you the fucking truth. It's true. We came from a land where we were a persecuted religious minority. But you land here in the U.S. and there are certain requirements. My mother, a strict Catholic, if she saw Barack Obama walk on water, she'd say, see, Patty, I told you they couldn't fucking swim. It's just the way it is. And she tried to be nice. It just didn't work. She said to my wife of 31 years, she would constantly refer to her as her lovely ethnic daughter-in-law. Oh, Noreen, have you met my lovely ethnic daughter-in-law? That was if she was, you know, because she started drinking on Patty's Day one year, and she referred to my wife as a hot Chinese cartoon mouse. Well, it's offensive. She's Filipina. Filipina. And we have children. I'm 100% Irish. She's 100% Filipina. That makes our children Philip-Irish or Irapino. Anyway, we have a lot of drunken karaoke parties at my house, is what I'm trying to say. Interestingly enough, if you look up the statutes here in Los Angeles, 100% Irish mating with 100% Filipino makes our children legally tall Mexicans in Los Angeles. That's where if you were ever wondering what the recipe is for that, you got it now! Let me just say something. I'm going to say it loudly and loudly. What a beautiful group of people you are. Give yourself a round of applause. You're sexy. I love you. I adore you. Cece's not buying it. She's tapping her elbow like, what the fuck is this shit? What the fuck? But Cece, I was just like you and all the rest of these when I was younger. I was lonely and horny. I was so horny and so lonely. I was once living proof that you could cry uncontrollably while fully erect. That was me! But yes, I did jerk off, but to an unhappy ending. I'm just going to tell you, it's just, look, masturbation is sex with someone you truly love. However, it is a solitary act. In the end, you're still fucking alone. You know, when you, at the point you have that kind of post-nut Kleenex moment, you're still fucking alone. You're by yourself. You know what I mean, Sarouche? Hey, give it up for Sarouche. Sarouche has been kicking ass lately. Come on, you fuckers. Both of you. I don't know if were they passing Xanax out here? Did I miss? You're a subdued fucking group. I'm trying to tell you, but Sarouche, well done, sir. Don't you just want his fucking hair? I used to have your hair, and now I've got this. So how you guys doing? You guys doing fucking okay? Okay, I'm doing great here. I want to, you know, I can't wait to see you guys come up here and get a little of fucking this. Oh, fuck yes! So, I was going to say, because Cece, she actually got her to laugh that time. She was just basically tapping her fucking elbow earlier. When will this be over? And she mentioned that men actually treat women differently when they have long blonde hair. I'm going to share something with you. This is 100% true. I've married 3 times. Now, my first wife, who for legal reasons I must refer to as plaintiff, was a brunette. My present wife is a brunette. But my third wife is a brunette. The second wife, when I met her, she was a blonde. But when I turned her upside down, she was a brunette with bad breath. Bobby got that. That hit Bobby fucking hard, did it not? I love Bobby. Was he? I must tell you, very funny tonight. Am I right? Am I right, you guys? I'm not smart enough to watch your comedy. I need a glossary with a definition of the terms. But really well done. Really well done. I sometimes you understand. We have to know how we're perceived.
Yeah.
So, like, if I didn't know you and you walked up on the stage with all those bags and stuff,
Yeah.
I might think you're pulling a gun out and killing everybody. Just every fucking buddy here, you know, like the Joel Osteen Church, just sprayed. Oh, well, listen, you guys. You might have had enough of me, but I've had fucking enough of you. I mean this sincerely, and I mean this from the heart. You guys have all been pretty fucking mediocre. And I don't mean as an audience, I mean as human beings. So let's keep that fantastic, throbbing fucking energy going as I bring your host, the one and only, Sam, back to the stage. Give it up a little bit. So you can clap too. Colin's busy looking at his phone.
Give it up for Patty, everybody! Get up here and take a hit of this. I do every week. Right now. I love it right afterward. When I know it's going to be me, come take a hit of it. It does feel like it. You know, when you stand in it. Like, it's like, it's like standing in dog shit, but you don't have to smell it. It's like I have a secret weapon. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like when you come up here, it's just kind of like. We're good? Okay. Yeah. Sorry, one second. I'm looking at nothing! Call it a sight gag! I don't know! But it had you. It had you looking. Right? I was looking at nothing. That was a little bit, I just made that up, Doug, right now. I don't know. It was fun. Okay. I am so glad to see this guy again. He always makes me laugh. Welcome to the stage. Colin Asley, everybody!
Give it up for Sam, everybody.
Woo!
Sam, you could really do like a perfect impersonation of the, you could be Willy Wonka. I feel like you could absolutely be the next Willy Wonka. And I mean that as a compliment.
No, thank you.
As a huge compliment.
I appreciate that.
The trains, what's that part where they're going through the tunnel? Remember?
the
Chocolate
boat.
Road.
The rowboat. I feel like Sam would kill that. Kill it.
I played him in 9th grade. Okay. Oh my gosh.
Perfect. So I'm a little bit all over the place. Been busy. These last few weeks. Sorry, I thought I had this saved up. There we go. So I've been seeing lately. Kids have been self-diagnosing themselves lately on TikTok. All of them have been using AI to diagnose themselves with autism. Ironically, kind of an autistic move. A little bit of that might be the starting sign. I think they're putting that on the surveys now. I recently commented I haven't commented on a YouTube video in a very long time because I learned my lesson when I was younger. But I corrected somebody for the first time in a long time. And I don't care to correct people, but it was something I knew for a fact I was going to be right on it. I was 100% factual. And I read the comment, and I just wanted to punch myself. You know, because it was like, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't really look good on paper to correct someone. You know, because you don't get to put any of the inflection, you don't get to put any of the niceness. It was just, nope, that is incorrect. Here is the correct factual way to use this. They were, if I'm going to try and be specific, see if it's not weird, but it was a video, it was a video in French, I speak French, and someone was misusing the language, and it was one of those weird grammatical cases, you know what I mean? And it was one of those, and I was correcting someone on grammar, on French grammar. If you're wondering how lame things can get, it's about right about there. And then a couple of French Canadians got into the comments to back me up, which not the cavalry I was expecting, but the cavalry I was happy to have. We all just ended up bullying them because we didn't want them. French Canadians, they even sound weird their French sounds weird through the comments. That's how they're evil, absolutely evil. I used to, did we pray, I don't believe in God, but I prayed when I was a kid. I used to, I grew up believing in God. Anybody clap if you prayed as a kid? Oh yeah, a lot of us prayed. I felt I had very selfish prayers as a kid. Most people pray, I feel like a lot of kids would pray for like world peace, and maybe their parents to stop fighting. I just wanted to get to the next level in a video game. Those were 90% of my prayers. Was just, I can't beat this boss, and I don't want to cheat and look at the game guide, so I'm looking at you, big man. Help me, give me some will. I want some of that will. I mostly prayed to God for video games. I also just prayed to him to hit up Santa for me. Because I assumed he had like a direct line. Like in my head, it was just like the red phone, like the red phone that the president gets. I felt like, Santa and God, they're just like, right there. So it was just to double check in case the letter didn't come in during, in December. I was like, I don't know if you're getting, I don't know if Santa's going to get it. I'm a little worried. God, can you just relay this? Make sure it gets to Santa. That was the last time I talked to God. Other dice right here. This is dumb. If I was God, I would only answer small prayers. Because it's the little things that count. I think that'd be a fun way to be God. Like, don't do any of the big things, because then people are going to, then the cat's out of the bag. It's like, world hunger solved in overnight? No, then it's like, now you open the floodgates and then the people want, I don't know. I used to pray. Actually, I did do a few other prayers. I did pray to God to do bad things to kids I didn't like. And that was, not like terrible things. I just wanted them to not, I remember I had this one kid who, his name was Steven. I used to always fight with him in elementary school. And I was so certain he was going to get coal for Christmas. It was just like kind of the first years where you're like, you want, like, because you're like told, like, if you're a bad, I'm like, he was a bad kid. He was a certified piece of shit. He would chase the girls, and during recess, he would chase all of them and harass them. I was like, there's no way he's getting, and then I came in January, I made a beeline to this kid, because I'm like, what, did you get coal? I was told Santa gave coal. And he was talking about all the toys he got. I'm like, what the? I was so upset, and it, that was the day I stopped believing in God. So, it served me right? Oh, it served, for believing in God. You idiot. I knew since I was 4 years old there was no Santa or God when I got coal on Christmas. Alright. This is a weird thing. I've been watching old military veterans on YouTube playing Call of Duty. So entertaining. Oh my God, because you're seeing people who've killed real people kill fake people with the same level of apathy that they must have had in the war. Just got him. That's it. Nothing. They actually have more emotion, because when their team isn't working together, when they're not cooperating, oh my God, they're pissed. They are pissed. You ever see a 65-year-old scream at a 12-year-old for not watching his 6? Oh my God. It's a beautiful, it's kind of inspiring. It's just like, I don't know, it's like, I kind of want to retire like that. I like the idea of just in my older years, just on the, by then it'll be, VR. Oh, it'll be VR porn. But, no. Darn, where was this other? Sorry, I hate switching between these. This is very bad. Darn it. I will talk about. I've been doing therapy. We do therapy. Woo. Therapy. Yeah. Yay. All right. Little expensive. A little bit expensive. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to afford it better. I heard about I can jizz in a cup for $75. I think they should just put the therapy clinic right next to there. I actually had a therapist one time, and I don't know if that was my light. So
you got two.
Two, thank you. I had a therapist say to me once, I was struggling with something. She said, "Just keep swimming."
Yeah.
If Disney quotes worked on me, do you think I would be here? I would not. If those quotes worked on me, I would be doing the second most depressing thing, other than being in your office, being a Disney adult. I would be a Disney adult. My therapist told me that I should cut out. She was saying, if we're going to have progress here, you have to cut out any drugs. And I don't do drugs. To which she responded, "Here's some drugs." And I thought that was fair. I was sexually attracted to a therapist once. It's kind of an awkward thing. I kind of would complain and pretend I had problems that made me sound cool to my therapist. She'd be like, what's wrong today? I'm like, I crashed my fucking car. She's like, oh my god. I'm like, yeah, I don't have a Lamborghini to take me. How am I supposed to? And I keep getting, I don't know what to do. I keep getting all these matches on dating apps, and I don't know who to take out first. You know, it's like tough. Relatable. All right, yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate it.
Great. Give it up for calling everybody. Y'all do it after. Do it after. Oh God, I had such a funny like in between. I was gonna be so quick. It was gonna be like it was gonna be like that, but words. You know, like Okay, give it up for Colin. Dude, I love that. Okay, now we are almost done with our night. We have a few comics left, but this is our last comic on the live stream. So I want to thank everybody at home, in your homes. If you're at Field of Dreams dispensary down the street watching it on the TV, we appreciate you. I believe we are having a show this Sunday as well, so stay tuned for information about that. And I'm excited to bring this comic to the stage. I love this guy, he makes me laugh. Let's give it up for Sarush, everybody!
Loving tonight. Everybody's a little subdued. I like it. Make me work for my laughter. It'll be good. Like now? Okay. Whew, good start. Good start. Wait, what's this camera for? Oh wait, no, you're just typing.
It's for me.
Okay.
It's for me!
I've never known anyone who wanted a picture of me. Not even my mother. She won't take pictures of me like that. Let's sit in there. Someone come back for me. I felt like I love the bit that you had on vets. I thought it was really funny. With Call of Duty. The only thing I don't understand is like when they say like watch your six, I'd be like I literally can't. It's literally like, that's like asking someone to like what does my butt look like? It's like literally about like six, you know, like six. It's like the 12 o'clock is what's in front of you, and 6 o'clock is what's behind you. No one can ever. How are you ever supposed to know what's behind you? I don't. Anyways. Bobby.
Yeah.
The Dracula joke was literally like amazing.
Okay.
I died laughing. It was such a good joke. I didn't even say it was a joke. He laughed when I brought it up. It was that good. It was amazing. It was a good. What was the joke? You had the one where you were talking about like Dracula. I won't say it, but the Dracula coming himself bit.
Yeah.
That was a good pun.
Alright. Thank you.
And then we had I feel like we just had cum, just like, it was a whole line of cum. It was like Bobby, and then I forgot your name, Brennan, and then Brennan was talking about his cum experience. And then Patty just brought it home with his cum jokes. It was good. 2 lines. Coming back to me. I've been, I don't know if you guys have heard about this, but you know Mark Zuckerberg?
Yeah.
He's been in the news. He's been, Instagram is being held accountable for some of the stuff that basically there's been some child suicides and some content that the children have been exposed to, and everybody's getting angry at Mark Zuckerberg. But I'm kind of like a little, like all the parents are kind of pissed off at them, and they're like, why aren't you doing stuff, Mark Zuckerberg? You should be protecting my children from Instagram. But like, I feel like Instagram is like, if you're, if you think about Instagram, like Instagram is really just like parents are tired of like taking care of their kids, so they give them a phone. So Instagram is just for like entertainment. That's like going to like, that's like asking McDonald's, why don't you sell salad? You know what I mean? Like that's not what it's made for. You know what I mean? Like tell me like censor your. I mean I get like the sexual abuse stuff. Like if you have like children, they shouldn't be exposed to that kind of stuff. But like they were going on like bullying. They were saying like, why doesn't Instagram solve bullying? Bullying's been going on for centuries. Since the dawn of human age. There was like a child that had like a lovely like little rock, and then some old dude just was pissed off and just kicked this rock. You know what I mean? Like that was bullying from like day one. You want Instagram to like basically solve bullying? I don't understand that to me. And at the same time, like Instagram did these new measures, and they did these parent lock things. So like there's a separate app for Instagram where the parents can basically set the limits that they want on the app. And the whole thing that Congress was saying was like, oh, it's like so like nobody's using it. It's so like it's not even ethical. There's no efficacy there. Like nobody's gonna use it. Why are you like this doesn't make any sense? Instagram be better. And like there's parents in there with it. They've lost children. I'm like to me, I'm like, and they're like, oh, it's too hard. No, I can't do it. It doesn't make any sense. It's like, it's 10 minutes of frustration. And then you can like fix the child, basically. You're just basically saying like, you're like, oh, Bobby like had to go, like, you don't want me to like spend 10 minutes on there. It's frustrating. I can't. Bobby's important, but not that important. At least that was just my like little gripe about it. Parents. What was that? What does everybody else think? Any thoughts? Any thoughts?
Kind of. I feel like that. Yeah. The parents should be a little more accountable. But then again, yeah. Don't start me. I'll go on.
Yeah.
I just
Look at how you turned out.
Right.
I just feel like they're like, oh, like Instagram's like ruining all these lives, and they're like, oh, but like you gave your child an iPhone. Like you didn't have to give them an iPhone. You could have given them a flip phone. They'd be fine. There'd be no Instagram. Like whatever. Wasn't that funny, but we worked through it. What else? I did my show this week. I had a show. I actually wasn't that good. I was doing this set about my brother and how he is just like he's everything I want to be. He's like super cool, confident, really funny. All the girls love him. I love your reaction. I've done this bit so many times. You're like, fuck. And like, I mean, people on the set were kind of feeling the same way. It was like, and I was like, oh, my brother's like, he gets all these women, and I'm so awkward, and like everybody like, he like asked out this beautiful tutor in high school, and she didn't say no. She like said, let's wait, and all this stuff, and like I just kept, and everybody just felt really sad for me the whole time. And I was like, oh, laugh at like how sad my life is, but like everybody was just like, no, we're just depressed. We're just depressed. That's pretty much it. And I was like, that's not what I wanted. I wanted you to laugh. But I was just talking about how bad at women I was. Or am. I still am. I still am. To be honest. Women is the activity, yes. I literally, like, the other day, there was a cute girl in my apartment, and I was just like...
What? The building? Her body? Or what?
How'd she get there?
How'd she get there? No, she was just, we were in the elevator together. No, not, okay. No, I'm not that, guys, you should know me, I'm that.
Yeah.
You should know better. You should know better, that's not what I meant.
Your elevator is the apartment.
Huh? It was okay. That was bad. Let's bring it back, guys. Let's bring it back. Okay, so we're in the elevator. I'm talking to my dad on the phone. We're talking about a fundraiser, and beautiful girl comes in, my dad's like, so what do you think about this? And I'm like, hi, my name's Keon, what's your name? And my dad immediately, my dad's like, what? Hello? And I made this girl so uncomfortable. I was like, I'm just trying to say hi. I was like, how are you doing? Like, and I was like, fuck. I didn't mean it. And I saw her today, she was walking this way, and she just like gave me the like, I'm like, I just made this girl super uncomfortable. I apologize. I can't say that because that would make it even more uncomfortable. But that was pretty much my vibe. Like, and I'm not like, I'll put myself out there. You've been here a day, and you have the most important task.
A day.
Is it a day? Or is it more? It's been more. I guess I just haven't been coming that much.
We read this thing. She's wearing a wig.
Ah, that's what it was. Yes.
Are you wearing a wig? Okay. Now I don't feel fun. How am I supposed to know? I changed my hairstyle once. I just had long hair one day. Like, I'm a very stressed out person. Like, I get stressed out. Stress is like a constant emotion for me. And people can tell. I'm not very good at hiding it. And so one time in college, I grew out my hair really long. And everybody was like, oh my God, Keon. You're so chill now. Like, your whole vibe is so much different. You're like, what did you do? And I was like, fucking nothing's different. It's just the hair. Yeah, I don't know why talking about how bad I am with, I had this one line where I was like, my brother would basically, he's like very, very much of a procrastinator, but when it came to college apps, he just was on his shit. He was just like applying early, and I was like, oh my God, like what, like I've never seen you do this. What changed? And he's like, oh, I just saw what you did, and I just did the opposite of what you did. And everybody, and like I've been saying like how bad I am with women, and then like all this stuff, and then I say this, and then I'm like, why aren't you laughing? And they're like, no, we're just depressed. We're just very depressed. So I'm gonna have to work through that. I don't know how to make it not depressing. So I don't know how to make my life not depressing. Let's see how it goes.
You brought it back. Yeah.
I have a cousin for you, man. You're fine. I got a cousin perfect for you. But you're not Jewish and she's 6'3". But no, I'm so serious though. Like, I wish. I'm just saying my aunt would be so mad at me. You're fine. You're in the perfect city for that. Oh my God, guys! Next mic is Valentine's Day. If you guys can bring a date, then that'd be great. Should we all bring a first date on Wednesday? For some reason, I was talking to somebody on Hinge, and I was like, why don't we go to a comedy show on Tuesday? I'm here Monday, right? I'm here Wednesday, I'm here Friday, and I'm doing a show on Sunday. Why would I go to another comedy show? That's crazy. There's something wrong with me. Speaking of coming, thank you for I've been Sam. Let's give it up for Doug producing tonight. Guys, Doug can do everything. Doug can make a website. Doug can take your pictures. Doug can do a 3D walkthrough of your place, a virtual 3D walkthrough. Doug's putting together a show. Like, we got good stuff going on right here. Let's give it up for Ryan Benson one last time tonight. CC Treza. Guys, teamwork makes the dream work. This is funny. You think the light's the most important job? What do you think I'm doing up here today, man? Wow! She gets to press the button. Like anybody listens to it. No, I'm kidding. I love you guys. I will see you Wednesday. Good night. Woo!